Hello everyone. So I thought we'd do a little Bennachie similar to that today, and we'll have a go. We'll keep it quite simple. It's an autumn scene, so let's get going. Okay, I'm going to draw it out first with a horizon line roughly in the middle of the page there, and then a very slight triangle here. Now, you don't want a big triangle like a witch's hat. That's not what you want, okay? So you don't do that. You have a very, very shallow triangle, okay, like that. Very shallow for mither tap. And then you put this little rock on top like that, and a little bump there that comes out the side, and then down across there like that, and there you have the shape of Bennachie. Okay, and then I think I'm going to bring this horizon just a little bit lower so that we've got more of Bennachie. How's that? Okay, so now I've got it drawn in, I'm happy to go. So let's do the sky first. Get me biggest brush, and funny enough, I'm going to start with a sort of soft peachy yellow colour because I want an autumny sky, soft peachy yellow. I'm going to add water first across the sky. And don't worry if you go across Bennachie, it doesn't matter because Bennachie's going to go over the top. So if you plaster paint across Bennachie, don't worry, just carry on. And let's have little bit of yellow in the there you go. Just slap it on, and then as the sky gets a bit darker at the top, because usually the skies are darker at the top than at the bottom, particularly in a sort of late afternoon, early evening. Let's put some nice sort of gentle purple up there. There we go. And just gently put it on. Don't worry if it goes all over the place. Skies are ever changing, so you really don't have to worry too much. Leave some gaps so it looks like clouds. Maybe a few dark areas, so a bit of storm clouds there. There we go. And I think we've got our sky. There we are. So now what we do, we want to wait for our sky to dry. So you can twiddle your thumbs, make a cup of tea, or anything you like, or just you can pause the video while you wait for your sky to dry. Now what I want for Bennachie is a sort of heathery colour. So I'm going to use purple to begin with, and then I'm going to add brown to the purple. You can see that purpley colour there. Now I'm going to add some brown to it, so it's a sort of purpley brown colour. First rate for the kind of heathery colour you get in the autumn. There we go, sort of purpley brown there. And then I'm just going to put it on Bennachie there. And just gently go all over Bennachie. And mix up enough colour, which I haven't done, so I need to mix up some more. The faster you paint it, the smoother it goes. But if you're using acrylic, of course, it doesn't matter. This is watercolour I'm using, but you might be using thicker paint. Well, that's fine. Thicker paint goes on nicely. And I'm just going to darken Bennachie. There. There we go. Right, okay. So let's mix up another colour for the fields. I want a sort of goldy brown colour. So get some orange here. Because this whole scene is going to be autumn. So it's full of golds and browns and yellows and reds. Okay. Now I think that'll do for that one. Right, so let's get this field here, sort of brown field there, and join it up with Bennachie. So I'm going to put in the basic colours first, and then, and of course you in the classroom, you can pause the video anytime and catch up. Okay, so that's one field, and now I want a bit of a lighter field in the foreground, so I'm going to go for a goldy colour. There's a little gap there because I'm going to do some bushes. Okay. Now my picture's very wet, so I'm going to have to wait a bit till it dries. So you might like to pause the video and see how you get on. Now we will do the trees and the foliage and all the scenery. So here goes. Let's start with the trees. Now normally we do trees green, but it's autumn, so they're not green, they're sort of orangey brown. So let's put some of those colours in. Let's start with a browny colour. And just, I think need a bit of dark brown there. Darken that a bit. There we go. And I'm just going to do these blobs along there. They don't look much like trees at the moment, but there we go. This is going to be a line of trees, a few there. Don't do them precise, do them kind of sketchy. And there we go. So it looks like just above the horizon there. And then we get a thin brush, if you've got a thin brush, I've only got this one. One with a nice point. Okay. And then we're going to do the tree trunks, just coming down from there. There's a sort of dark brown. And then just gently put there, down like that. So it looks like a line of trees. There, okay, little bush there, and then I'm going to do a shadow underneath because the tree trunks will be casting a wee shadow there. Now we want a bit of a highlight, so I'm going to put some orange highlights on, because if they're autumn trees they're going to have a little bit of highlights at the top, see? So they make it nice and bright. Should we have some red? What do you think? Let's have a little bit of red, because sometimes you see little bits of red in autumn trees as well. There we go. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. Let's do some lower down bushes down there. So again, similar colours, a sort of reddish brown would be good. And I'm just going to do a long line of bushes here. And maybe a few fence posts, always good, sticking out the bushes there. There's a field there, it's a fence post. Need to darken that slightly, because as things come towards you they get darker and deeper. So we're going to go a bit darker with these bushes. Just put a bit of dark brown there.
Just move your paper towards the palette. Thank you.
There. A few more extra things there. There. Now we're going to do the front field. And I'm going to make some nice round hay bales. So let's do that. Let's get the circly bits done. Okay. I'm going to do a big one first of all in front. There we go. Big circle there. Then I'm going to do another one slightly smaller, because as they're going away from you, they're getting smaller because they're going in the distance. Okay. And maybe some very small ones there. Just in the distance. There we go. Now the hay bales will have a wee shadow. So just poke a little shadow out from them like that. And let's do the highlight side. So we want a nice gold colour. Just do the edge of the hay bale there. A nice sort of orangey gold. There we go. And that's it. Now let's do, using this yellowy colour, let's do some, just some straw, like you get in a field, so it looks more like hay. Just some streaks there. There we go. Just very lightly. And then last but not least, and perhaps we can do some little bits of grass sticking up there. Just with the tip of your brush, maybe tip. Just tiny, just because straw sticks up straight. There we go. A few more extra streaks in the field there. There we are. And maybe a, do you know what I'd like is a little path through the field. Let's do that. Like someone's been walking. Maybe a little path just through the field there. Makes it look nice. So a little path going through the field. And there we go. And there we are. We have a nice autumn scene of Bennachie.